Ladies and gentlemen, to a clothes folding episode of
It's so much fun.
This Is Our Life. Okay, I wanted to, I post things up on Okinawa pages on Facebook because, well, I lived there for 5 years and I loved it. And so I thought before, I forgot. I think I've talked about this before, but maybe I haven't. I don't remember. If I have, it's been quite a while. Well, clothes.
That shirt looks like it's big enough for you and me both.
It's a comfortable shirt. Yeah, the clothes back here were folding.
Yes, we're working on them.
And anyway, so I want to talk about this so I can share it with the people on the Okinawa pages, and hopefully one day I'll come across at least one person that I knew and they knew me. Of course, I was young and they were young, and it was a long time ago.
How long ago?
Gosh, we
left.
Many moons. Yeah, many moons. We left in 1972. And so anyway, because my wife has on this TV show about ghost hunting or something. Oh, that's actually a hang-up shirt. So I thought I would share a ghost story with you, sort of a ghost story. Sorry I'm not actually looking at you, but we're doing clothes.
We're here.
Well, how about I share two stories with you, because neither one of them are exactly long. The first one I'll tell you about.
Oh, look what I found. Your favorite thing.
Oh, actually I do like cop block, but anyway, when we lived, I have no idea, just fold it. I have no idea what the name of the street was that we lived on at the time. This was before we moved on base. We lived north of Mashinada Military Dependence Housing Area, which was north of Naha. Yes, Socks. Socks, one of our kittens, is... You know how kittens are. They play,
too much
play,
energy.
play. Yeah. Anyway, we had a brick wall around our house, around our yard. It went... You could walk all the way around the house, and, I shouldn't say, but you could walk all the way around the house, and you could see the China Sea from the yard, and from the kitchen and living room windows you could see the China Sea.
Can you put this in the stack right there?
Yeah. And anyway, remember those old metal Tonka toys? Real metal, made out of real metal. And they weren't the lightest stuff back in the day. They were sturdy.
You probably could have used it for making tanks.
Yeah.
That metal.
Yeah. They were. They were made to stand up to a toddler and a preschooler and a elementary school kid. Those could be handed down generation after generation after generation. I don't know about today, but anyway. So we lived in a two-bedroom house. A two-bedroom house. And my parents' room was on the other side of the house from my room. And once this guy comes into my bedroom, and he sits down next to my bed. And he has like a Tonka toy, like a Tonka fire truck, and you could actually hook up a little hose to it or something, and it could squirt water.
Oh my!
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Fancy one.
Yeah. And he comes in there and he says, "Now I'm going to give you this." I thought it was Santa Claus or somebody. And he said, "Now I'm going to give you this. This is yours, but you can't say that I was here. If you tell anybody that I was here, it's going to disappear." So I get up and I start playing with the toy. After the guy leaves, I get up and I start playing with the toy. And then I decide, you know what? It's a stranger in my house. I better go tell my parents. So I run down the hall, but really wasn't that far. There was like a bathroom between my room and my parents'
Probably seemed like a far way.
Yeah,
to you.
Yeah.
Long distance to you.
And I tell my parents, You know, and of course my parents are like, okay, whatever, you know, and they go and check, and guess what? The toy was gone.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, the toy was actually gone. It disappeared.
Uh-huh, sure.
Now, did that really happen, or was it a dream? I mean, to me it really happened, but, you know, I was, gosh, maybe 4 or 5 years old at that point.
I bet it's just a dream to you, you know.
Yeah, it was probably just a dream, but to me it was, you know, at the time it was very real.
You could put socks and stuff like in the house.
Okay.
I want to donate that thing.
Okay. And another story, maybe I might even tell you 3, but another story, also when we lived off base in the same house that I just mentioned, and if you go through my pictures on Facebook, you will find pictures like at Halloween. You know, Halloween, everybody's wearing short sleeve shirts and short pants, and up here, you wouldn't dare do that at Halloween.
Unless they're having heat wave.
Yeah. So, my kilt shirt. Yes, I wear a kilt sometimes. I'll put that aside so I can put it in there with a kilt. There was a neighborhood, somebody in the neighborhood, and they had a flat roof on their house. And, you know, I go down there and play. They had like a top, like, you know, spin it, you know. It was a really cool top. You know, when you're that age, some tops are like really far out. And so I'm down there at the house. Like, I wanted to, they stepped on the, I wanted to stay and play, but the older kids there are like, you need to go home. And I'm like, I don't want to go home. Well, you need to go home before, what was that? The boogeyman gets you. Or before the boogeyman comes out. Now, at that age, mind you, I believed him.
What are they doing?
It's Lucky. Lucky, move.
Get off of it.
Come on, Lucky, move. There you go. So I believed in the boogeyman. And so on my walk home, I am looking everywhere for the boogeyman. And, of course, there was no boogeyman. Now, a third story was when we lived on Mashinado Military Dependence Housing Area. Or, as I say, the base. Even though I guess technically it's not a military base, but... Anyway, me and my friends, you know, I love Daniel Boone and David Crockett. You know, I watch those TV shows with Fess Parker all the time. Even had a Daniel Boone, David Crockett outfit, costume sort of thing, and boy, I tell you what, I wore that into the ground. And once my daddy got me he got a model of a Kentucky rifle. Sweetie, I can't help it right now.
Oh.
And he built it, and you know, I went and played with it. You know, models are made of plastic, and you know, eventually it just broke. Yeah. Well, anyway, we were living on base, and there were these hippies, you know, teenagers, and they kidnapped us. Behind some of the houses was like a cinder block structure where you put your garbage cans. And Lucky,
Stay off of it.
Lucky.
You're irritating.
And me and some kids, you know, we're playing, and these older kids, you know, when you're that young, you like, you know, older people, you listen to them, you do what they say. Because, you know, your parents are older, and to you, anybody that's older is actually the same age, basically. They're all old. Okay. So they get
really
us
old.
Yeah, so they get us behind this, get us into the where the you know, the cinder block thing where the garbage cans went, and of course you know, they're like, we're kidnapping you, we're gonna hold you for ransom, and of course we believed it. So eventually they like kind of just left, you know, like slowly one by one they left, and we all took off running. And what did I do? I ran home and I put my Daniel Boone costume on. I was going to be a tough guy. And I went back over there, and they were gone. Everybody was gone. The other kids went home or went to play somewhere else, you know. And you know, I'm there with my my coonskin cap and my Daniel Boone costume, and thinking I'm a tough guy, tough kid. I don't know if this even fits Lucky anymore.
It doesn't look like it.
No.
I think we'd have to squeeze him into it.
One of his sweaters, but he has another one. Anyway, so those were 3 stories I thought I would share with you. Now, I'll also tell you on YouTube there's a video. It says Suicide Cliff, but it's not actually from Suicide Cliff, at least not Suicide Cliff on Okinawa. If you watch the video, it's really freaky. As they pan, in the background, you watch like a ghost jumping off the cliff.
A pair of pants.
And it's really eerie. But it's technically not from Okinawa. It's from another island. That's not a part of the Okinawa, not a part of the Ryukyus.
Sure.
And anyway, so I guess that's it. So I don't think I have any other stories like that right now. But anyway, bye.